Hello YouTubers. So today I'm going to make up some nice cheesecake bites. And when I was at Walmart, I saw the Philadelphia cream cheese no-bake cheesecake. So in one of my recent loads, I just put a couple spoons of this cheesecake filling in just to see what it freeze-dried like, because I wanted something more fluffy than your normal cheesecake, which I've freeze-dried plain cheesecake, and it comes out nice, but it's kind of hard. And I wanted something more fluffy. And wouldn't you know it, that the Philadelphia, this is like a whipped cheesecake filling, and it comes out really nice and fluffy. So we're going to make up some cheesecake candy. You know, John and Bibbs. It's not going to be too long before I do a lot of savory stuff, but you won't have to wait too long. I'm going to do something sweet because I got a sweet tooth. So I bought some blueberries. I bought some frozen sweet cherries. I bought some frozen sliced strawberries with sweetened. And what else did I buy? And I bought some raspberries. So we're going to do a combination. We're going to do some all different flavors. Before the video, I'll just pick the blueberries and I'll show you the end results with all the other flavors, and it's basically the same process. So we're going to do this from the cuff, on the fly. I've not done it before. But what I got was these blueberries here. They were on sale at Walmart. 18 ounces, 1 pound, 2 ounces. I can't remember. It was like $3 or something. I don't remember. It was really a good price. So I bought 2 of those and froze them until I was ready. Now these are well thawed out. So I'm going to just go ahead and put this whole 18 ounces in here in my blender. Okay, so I blended those for quite a long time because I want this to be a really smooth. Paste. They got a little bit of tartness to them. I'm going to put 1/4 cup for now. And we'll give that a blend. 1/4 cup of sugar, and we'll see what that tastes like. Okay, let's see what that tastes like. That tastes good. Not too sweet, not too tart, but very blueberry flavory. So 1/4 cup of sugar. Now, what I need to do, I'm going to make them into little candies. So I got these molds off of Amazon, silicone molds, little candy bars. And I want to do a little thin streusel of my blueberry sauce on there, just little thin stripes. And we'll put those in the freezer and let that set before we put my cream cheese in here. Okay, so after playing around trying to get something, I want a nice thin string so I can put some pretty decoration with the blueberry on there. And I tried freezer bags with the hole poked in the middle or in the corner. Tried my piping squeegee thing, and it just didn't work. But I think I might have found it with my syringe, my handy dandy syringe. So, gentle pressure. What I'm trying to do is just get some nice lines on there. Okay, I think I found the technique. I was trying to go too high. If you put that little nozzle in there all the way, into the mold and then gently press, I can get a much better line. And that's the way we're going to do it. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's work that back in my pot. Get that in the freezer, and then we'll let them freeze solid. About 20 minutes. See you then. Alright. Now let's see if we can pipe this in to these molds. Just took a Ziploc bag here and put my cream cheese in there. And see if we can fill these molds without making a mess. Alright, that's one tray. And then what I'm going to do is just drizzle some of this over the top of that to kind of fill it up. What I'm trying to do is fill the gaps so that I get a nice shape. Okay, about now is where I wish I had one of those vibrating tables that confectioners use. But I want to try and get that to fill all those gaps that I can. Alright, so I've got another tray to do of these. I'm going to freeze them until they're frozen pretty solid, and then we'll put a graham cracker crust on that. Okay everyone, I'm doing this in video in a lot of short bursts because I'm perfecting each technique as I go. But, so I've already done the strawberry and the blueberry. Actually they've been through the freeze dryer and they came out really nice. And I've already prepped raspberry that's ready to go in the refrigerator, or freeze dryer. But I'm going to do a lemon one. And I wanted to show you how I made the lemon topping. I got a can of this Lucky Leaf premium lemon pie filling. And that was way too thick because when I put that in my mold, I wanted to run and fill all the crevices. So I watered that down. I have to admit, I did not keep track of how much water I added, but I did it until I got a pouring consistency to it. Like that. Just added enough water to that. And that weakened the flavor, so I got some of my lemon, pure lemon extract, and I added enough lemon to that to bring that flavor back up to a full lemony flavor. And I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm gonna put my little stripes or dots. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do on this. We'll see how well it handles in the syringe. I'm just going to put dollops on this because it is kind of a little runny. Just a couple dots in each mold. Okay, I got one more mold to do, but I just wanted to really show you my technique for making that lemon topping runny enough to where it'll work for my cheesecake cookies almost. That came out like a cookie. So I'll press on, and hopefully I'll edit this in somewhere that makes sense. I'll see you later. Okay, so I want to take this opportunity to just show you the consistency that I want on this lemon by filling it. So when you put that in there, you want to kind of go around the edges because you want to fill all the gaps. And that's why you need it a little bit runny so that it will go in there and fill those gaps up. I mean, you want your fruit to be about the same, but you don't have a lot of choice on the fruit. Because I tried with the blueberries, I watered them down a little bit, and it kind of lost a lot of the flavor, so I wouldn't water them down in future. I knew I was going to water this lemon down, that's why I bought the lemon extract, just to boost that lemony flavor back up again. But these are going to come out beautiful, and they're worth all the trouble to make them for a gift. Okay, so give it a once go over and see if I missed any big gaps. Alright, that looks good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stick this in the freezer and let that firm up. Well, actually I'm going to tap these down first. Try and get those to make sure it fills all the crevices. I'm going to stick these in the freezer, let it firm up a little bit. And I'm going to show you with these my graham cracker crust, because I wasn't really pleased with the blueberry graham cracker crust. So that was my first one that I recorded, and I've kind of perfected that technique too. So we'll stick that in the video somewhere, make it all look in steps, hopefully. And I'll see you when we do the graham cracker crust on that. Okay, so those are in the freezer, freezing away. So it's a good time to prepare our crust. I just got plain old honey made graham crackers, no cinnamon or anything like that. What I'm going to do is crush those in my Ziploc bag. Put those in the bag. Ziploc it shut. Over there, all the air that I can. And let's make some powder. Okay. I got a 1/4 cup of sugar here. We'll mix that in there with it. Alright, now we are not going to make a crust in the typical sense because we're freeze drying. So this isn't going to look like what you'd expect. So what I got here is a cup of cold milk. We might have to have more because I want it to be a nice paste. When it freeze dries, don't worry, it will come out like a nice crust. Yeah, that's good. A nice thin paste. Actually, it's a little bit runny, but that's cool. That's going to be what we want. And what I got here, since we're not going to use butter, I have this Wilton's imitation butter. And I'm just going to put a little capful of that imitation butter in there. Kind of give us the taste of a graham cracker crust. Get a taste and make sure, see what that tastes like. Make sure it tastes sweet enough. Tastes like graham cracker crust. Actually, I might put, because that is kind of runny, I think I'll put another half a pack in there. I want to be able to spread this, is what it is. But don't throw that away, John, in case you need to add some more. Now that's better. That's more of a pasty. That's what I was kind of looking for. So 1.5 packs of graham crackers. That's good. 1/4 cup of sugar. And a splash of imitation butter. Probably not optional on the imitation butter, but it gives you that flavor of as if you had made the graham cracker crust properly. Alright, so I'm going to get those out of the freezer, and we're going to spoon that over. Okay, so now I'm going to demonstrate me putting my graham cracker crust topping on. That's kind of semi-frozen solid, not totally frozen solid. And then I just get a spoon and drizzle this on top and fill the mold. Might get a smaller spoon though, just because it's a lot easier to work with. All I'm doing is filling each mold up. There you have it. That's one tray of the lemon. I just give it a little tap, help that settle in a little bit. Pop that in the freezer until it's frozen solid, and then tray it up on the freeze dryer tray. So I'll get that other lemon one done, and I got one more flavor to do, and that's going to be cherry. And I'm going to use a chocolate Oreo crust on that chocolate cherry one. And I've already done raspberry with the chocolate crust, so I used like 30 Oreos with the cream taken out, crushed them up, added my cup of milk. I didn't add no butter flavor to it. Just mix that up to the same consistency as this, and same results. So we'll see you when the last ones come out of the freeze dryer. I think that's the last thing I got to show you. If not, I'll throw something else in there. Good morning. So there we have my first load. We got my strawberry cheesecake and my blackberry cheesecake. They came out really looking pretty. That's what it looks like. Very light and fluffy. Pretty shape. There you go. The crust on that looks real nice. But let's do a taste test. See if the flavor came through. Oh yeah. Very nice. Like a cookie. I like that. Super happy with that. It's got a real cookie flavor to it. Try one of these blueberry ones. Oh man, these are good. Those are going to be a real nice gift. Well, I've got some ideas on how to package these, but I got 3 more flavors to do, so that's 1.5 more loads. And I'll probably show you little bits and pieces of each different flavor I do, and then we'll package these up. I'll show you how I'm going to package them for gifting, but for now I'm just going to bag each flavor in a Mylar bag. I got these right here. They're vacuum sealable. They're textured, and that's how I'm going to package them for now until I get them all together, and then we'll come back and individually wrap these for gifts. I got to develop a technique on that first, which I haven't tried because I didn't have nothing to try with. So let's get these packaged up, and I'm going to put a vacuum seal these. Hello everyone. So I'm doing another addition to the video because I tried my frozen sweet cherries and I wasn't really happy with the flavor of those. So I went out and got me a Lucky Leaf premium cherry topping pie filling mix. The reason I like these Lucky Leaf, the premium brand, is that they don't use corn syrup in the premium. Now if you bought their regular, not premium, it does have corn syrup. And corn syrup and freeze drying just doesn't seem to go too well. It always wants to puff up. So I buy the premium. Now I got 40 times, mold holds 40 pieces. And I got 2 molds to do, so that's 80 cherries. So I'm going to try and put 80 cherries, 1 in each mold, and see if I got enough. And it looks like I'm going to have plenty. That's 1 tray. Okay, so I had plenty to fill all my two trays, which was 80 little small cherries. What I did was I took the rest of the cherries and stuck them in my blender here and added very little water, but I wanted to get that consistency like I did with the lemon, to where I can fill up the crevices once we get the cream cheese in there. You want to use as little water as possible so that you maintain the flavor on that. I'm pretty happy with that. So let me get this cleaned up. And we'll get the cream cheese out. I'll put my cream cheese, pipe it in there. Fill the gaps with the puree juice I got here. And then top it with graham crackers and freeze them solid, just like the other ones. We'll see you when all this stuff comes out. Let's see, I got raspberry in the freeze dryer now. That'll be coming out either late tonight or early tomorrow morning. Then I got the lemon and cherry to put in the freeze dryer, go through the cycle and come out, and then I'll show you each of them as they come out, and then I'll show you me packaging them up. I'll see you then. Okay, been dying to give these a try. This is the last batch. Looks like my cherries might not be done. Oh, I don't know. Let that cool just a minute. Lemon. Let's see what that is. Try a cherry one. Now these I put a whole cherry in, so I might have to run these twice. I don't know. Number one, that cherry is still a little bit tacky. It's got a gloss to it. Then I want to pop these back in till the morning. Let them dry some more, another 12 hours, just to be safe. There's a lot of sugar in that pie filling, and it's just got a gloss to it. And see how it don't so much snap, but it breaks. It won't hurt to put them in there for another 12 hours. So we'll finish this video in the morning. I won't show you me taking them out the second time. Next time I come back, I'll show you the finished product with them all wrapped. I'll see you then. Okay, so there we have it. There's my beautiful cheesecake mixed fruit flavors treats. And I was thinking a way to gift them would be in like a pint-sized jar, vacuum sealed with an O2 absorber in it, or a family-sized half-gallon jar. These are the only 2 jars I got because of the shortage. So put an O2 absorber in each one of those, vacuum seal them, and that would be a nice way to go. But I wanted to do a taste test for each of these flavors, so I color coded them. The gold is going to be my lemon cheesecake. And some of these I ended up putting 2 wrappers on because of the hardness, and if there's a sharp edge on the thing, it pokes through the thin aluminum. There's my lemon one. This is one of my favorites. There's my blueberry. This was made with fresh blueberries. Well, the cherry one I made from Lucky Leaf Premium Cherry Fruit Pie Filling. And I put 1 cherry in each of them in the center. And I used Oreo cookie instead of a graham cracker bottom. And this is my strawberry. And last but not least, my raspberry one, which came out looking pretty. I did do the chocolate crust on those as well. So in review, I think my favorite is the lemon. My next favorite is the strawberry. My third favorite, surprisingly, is the blueberry. Oh, cherry. My fourth favorite is raspberry because it's got a strong raspberry flavor. And my least favorite is the cherry. But I think I could rectify that by just adding a little bit of cherry flavoring to my cherry pie filling to get that a more richer cherry flavor. So there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to pack these up for now in a gallon Mylar bag. Probably I got 2 of them with a couple of 300cc O2 absorbers in there. I'm going to vacuum seal these with 100cc O2 absorbers in them, and then we'll see about gifting them. I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a long one. If you stayed with me to the end, I appreciate that, and thank you. And stay tuned for some more interesting treats from John and Bibbs.